Okay, this is the trailhead right across the street from the Stowe, I guess it's the Stowe Mountain Resort, last entrance for the gondola. And my dad's going to take the gondola up. We're taking the long trail south, and I think it's about 2.6 or 7 to get to the chin of Mount Mansfield in the chin of Mount Mansfield in Vermont is Vermont's highest peak, and I believe that's it right there. You can see it through the trees. So that's where we're headed. Very nice boardwalk so far. That notch right there is called Smuggler's Notch. We stayed at the Smuggler's Notch campground last night, although that was back the other way on Route 108. And my father stayed in an inn. He's going to take the gondola up, and then we'll probably take the gondola back down, which I'm sure is cheating, but we came to climb up these peaks and to have a good time as a family. And so that's the plan. All right, I'll be back when there's more to see. We just leveled out after a pretty strenuous climb. And that's where we came from. That's where we're going. I forgot to mention we started at 9:33. I'm not sure how far we've gone, but it's 10:03 now. So we've been walking exactly half an hour. The trail's been muddy, also rocky. A lot of these steps like this here, it looks like getting ready to climb again, so I'll put the camera away. Alright, a creek crossing, that's where we came from, and this is where we're going, right across this creek, southbound on the long trail. Long trail has white blazes like the Appalachian Trail does. Beautiful climb, great weather today. It's about 10:09. Okay, some views. That's where we came from. That's where we're going. Whoops, I should have turned this way again for the views. All right. And now I feel like I'm back in New Hampshire, Maine. That's where we've been. I don't know if you can see just how steep that is, but the camera usually makes it look flat. It's all woods. No views. See if I can head up with the camera a little bit. Some views. Nice. It's been about an hour. It's 10:38, an hour and 5 minutes. So we're probably getting close. They said the last 0.6 miles were really tough, and it's gotten really tough, so back in a minute. I don't know if that gives a sense of the steepness. We've just done a couple of these again. That's where we came from. And this is where we're going. So the Brook cutoff, that's where we came from on the long trail, northbound, and then we're going southbound. So this Brook trail, supposedly, most of the places coming up, it's like a creek bed, a brook, very difficult. So it was one of the ones I specifically ruled out in favor of the long trail just because it's easier. Oh, something up here. I guess there's a shelter there, Taft Lodge, no tent camping. Long trail south, and the chin is 0.6, so I guess I was wrong about the strenuous part. It's to come. There's a composting privy that I'm told by my son, do not go in. And that's where we came from, right down there. And that's the Brook sign. I don't know if you can see it right through the woods there. So all this is right in the same area. So this is where we're heading. This promises to be fun. That's where we're going. And that's where we're going. Amazing. And that's where we've been. This is strenuous, but it's not any more strenuous than the parts on the other trail, or the other part of the trail, the lower part. So we're 0.3 to the chin now, and that's it. I have a feeling it's gonna be fairly difficult. 0.3. I've got a couple of our party here is already most of the way up there. That's them. I don't know if you can see them, but right in front of the camera, dead center. All right, well, let's knock out this last 0.3. Very cool. And by the way, we've got the views. The views here. Can't forget to look behind you ever. Beautiful. And I'd stop every few feet, or maybe even film this whole thing if I could, because it's just beautiful here. Alright, that's where we're going, obviously. That's where we just came from. Not very far from the sign, so I guess I better get moving. Just can't stop filming. So beautiful. I just literally hand over hand climbing up that. That's where we came from. That is the ski resort parking lot. And I think probably the information hut where we started, across the street down there. Look at these beautiful views. And this is where we're going, but ultimately that's where we're going. Let's get up here. Just more and more views as we get closer to the chin. Almost there. And that's where we came from. That's where we're going. Very vaguely, you can see Lake Champlain over there in Burlington, Vermont. And then over here, the highest peak you can see in the haze way in the distance is Moosilauke, the start of the Whites, and Washington would be hazed in over in that direction. And there's where we started, at that hut. Alright, we're heading down the long trail southbound again, and we're leaving the summit and looking for the cliff trail, which will take us to the top of the gondola. Apparently there's some ladders on it, but that's where we came from. And that's where we're going. This is Sunset Ridge. And that's the nose. And we need to go back here. Yeah, the long trail goes this way too. I think we need to keep going this way. See the we missed the blazes here on the long trail. There was no indication on that sign for long trail this way, but we just went down there because we went straight. And this goes towards the nose, which is with all the towers on it. And these are the white blazes. So I'm glad we didn't get too far down before we realized we were walking the wrong way, because we were just walking and talking. And my left foot, big toe, is kind of hurting. The trail goes this way. That's where we just came from. And that hut down there is where we're going. So there's a cliff trail that we're going to take down from probably right up here. That's where we came from, south on the long trail, or southbound. I was looking north and this is looking south. We're northbound on the long trail. We're leaving the long trail. There's Lake Champlain in the distance, and we're heading down here, down the cliff trail to the gondola, the only trail to the gondola. Here we go. Some of these parts are exceptionally difficult, but this is probably why they call it the cliff trail. Runs along this cliff here. Very cool. Alright, I think we're at the lift. This is where we came from. The trail got a lot easier, which is a relative term. My left big toe is hurting. That made it. That made coming down very difficult. I've had to be very ginger. So, there we go. There's the gondola. And they're stuck. This is a zip line. It is a huge long zip line.
It's like you.
Wow.
Little baby. We would definitely survive this fall. You just get hurt a lot. And someone get punctured by this.